In this video, I would like to give you some advice about a very common question that a lot of my students ask me. Should I speak English quickly so that I can sound more like a native speaker, or should I slow down? My answer is, it depends. And it depends on the following questions that I'm going to ask you in this video. At the end of the video, you will be able to make a decision about how quickly you should be speaking English. The first question I would like you to ask yourself is, am I pronouncing all of the English sounds correctly? Generally, I'm talking about consonant sounds. There are certain consonant sounds that exist in English that may not exist in your language, or certain consonant combinations, especially at the ends of words. And if you are skipping those sounds, or if you haven't quite learned how to correctly pronounce them, I believe speaking quickly will not help you. It will only hurt you because your speech will probably be difficult to understand. The second question I would like you to ask yourself is, do I know and do I follow the rules of correct word stress and correct word reduction? For example, when native speakers speak, yes, they often do speak quickly, but they slow down on the words that are supposed to be stressed. They are following certain patterns of rhythm and melody and stress. If you are not advanced enough to follow those rules, it's much, much better to slow down. Speaking clearly is more important. The third question I would like you to ask yourself is, who is my audience? Who is listening to me? What is the purpose of my communication? Am I just casually talking to some of my friends? Or am I speaking to a client at work, or my boss, or my coworkers? Am I giving a presentation? Is the speech casual, or is it more formal? You will notice that native speakers in every language, English or your native language, they speak differently depending on the situation. It's okay to be sloppy when you're speaking casually. And when we speak quickly, we're more likely to be sloppy, so pay attention to that. So ask yourself, what is the purpose? Who is listening to me? And then adjust your speech to match the situation. The next question is a pretty obvious one. Do people ask me to repeat myself? Ask yourself, how many times do people ask me, excuse me, what did you say? I don't understand you. If that happens, that's a clear sign that you need to slow down, because when you slow down, people will understand you better, and that's the main goal of communication. And if people don't understand you, it's either because you're not pronouncing some sounds correctly, or you're not stressing the right syllable or the right word. So it's important for you to study how to stress the right word in sentences, and also to learn the correct individual sounds, especially consonant sounds. And I'd like to give you one warning. Not all native speakers speak well. Just because someone is a native speaker doesn't mean that they are good examples for you. Maybe they have lazy lips, or maybe they're sloppy speakers and they're just not careful. And if you imitate them, possibly you will develop some bad habits. Try to find someone who speaks well, someone who uses language well, and someone who you want to imitate. Confident people and successful people usually don't speak so fast. If you notice, very often nervous people and insecure people rush their speech. And a lot of my students speak quickly because they kind of want to cover up their mistakes. They're insecure about their grammar, so they go faster. And they think if they go faster, they will also sound more like a native speaker. But very often, it actually hurts them. It doesn't help them because people just don't understand them all the time. Remember, the goal of good communication and successful communication is that people understand you every single time that you speak. And if people are asking you to repeat yourself, it probably means that you're making some mistakes in vowels and consonants, or rhythm and melody and word stress and syllable stress. These are all rules that you need to learn. And I teach all the rules that you need to know in the American Accent course. And you can buy those courses if you go to accurateenglish.com. And then when you learn those rules, If you choose to, you can speak as quickly as you want to.